Hey, so if you've ever spent time in northern Thailand, maybe wandering around Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai, have you ever gotten that feeling? That sense that there's something different about this place, a deeper story, maybe, hiding just under the surface.
It's a vibe that's more than just the incredible temples or the amazing food. It's like the whole region has its own unique heartbeat, one that feels totally distinct from the rest of Thailand. Well, guess what? You're not imagining it. There is a special story here, and it's the story of a powerful, ancient kingdom whose name you can still hear whispered on the wind.
All right, so let's get into it. What is this special character of the North? To really get it, we need to talk about a land that once was, a kingdom called Lanna.
That unique feeling I was talking about, it's got a name, Lanna. You're tasting it when you dig into a bowl of khao soi. You're seeing it in the ridiculously detailed carvings on a temple gable. You're hearing it in the local language, called Kamyang. It's all around you. But what does that name, Lanna, actually mean? Well, to find that out, we've got to jump in a time machine. Okay, let's dial it back about 800 years. Back then, what we now call northern Thailand was kind of like a jigsaw puzzle of small city-states all doing their own thing. But that was all about to change, thanks to one seriously ambitious king. Every great story needs a hero, right? Meet ours, King Mangrai. He was a king, sure, but he wasn't just happy ruling his own little patch. He had this grand vision of a single, powerful, unified kingdom in the north. His quest was to take all those scattered puzzle pieces and fit them together. And this guy was a master strategist. First, he builds a new base of operations, Chiang Rai. Total power move. Then he spends the next 2 decades using a mix of smart diplomacy and straight-up conquest to bring everyone into the fold. The final boss level, taking over the super old and wealthy Harapanchai kingdom. Once that fell, the puzzle was complete. And in 1296, he founded a brand new capital to be the heart of it all, Chiang Mai. But here's what's so cool about King Mangrai. He wasn't just a conqueror, he was a collaborator. He didn't build Chiang Mai all by himself. He actually called up his 2 best friends, who happened to be kings of neighboring kingdoms, to help him plan the new city. I mean, think about that. This kingdom wasn't just built on strength, it was built on friendship. So, the land is united, the capital is being built. Everything is falling into place. But now comes the big question. What do you call this amazing new kingdom? It couldn't just be some random name off a map. No, it had to mean something. It had to capture the very essence of the land, its greatest strength, and its promise for the future. It had to be a name with soul. And the name he chose was Lanna, simple, beautiful, and straight from the local language. Let's break it down. Lan means a million. Na means rice field. Put them together and you get Lanna, the kingdom of a million rice fields. How amazing is that? Now, this was so much more than just a description of the landscape. It was a declaration. It was a promise of abundance, a statement that this kingdom's wealth and power grew right out of its fertile soil. It was basically an announcement to the world. We are rich, we are prosperous, and we can feed our people. It was their whole identity in one perfect name. And let me tell you, it wasn't an empty promise. For the next couple of 100 years, Lanna absolutely thrived. It entered its golden age, becoming this major center of wealth, power, and incredible culture. See, having all those rice fields created a super stable foundation. And with everyone well-fed, they could focus on other things, like business. Lanna quickly became a bustling hub for trade, connecting with huge neighbors like China and Burma. And to handle all that commerce, they developed a really sophisticated economy. And you can tell just by looking at their money. This wasn't some simple barter system. For small stuff, you'd use cowrie shells. For bigger purchases, you had these cool metal coins. For really major deals, they used these incredible silver bracelet-like things called Noin Chang, stamped with their home city. And for massive international trade, they used actual silver bars from China. This was a serious economic powerhouse. And what happens when a society is prosperous and stable? Culture explodes. All that wealth and security gave people the freedom to create. The Lanna people developed their very own styles of art and architecture, those iconic, multi-layered temple roofs, the mind-blowing wood carvings, all the beautiful things we still travel to the north to see today.
Of course, like all great empires, the Lanna Kingdom eventually faded and was absorbed into its neighbors. But, and this is the whole point, it never, ever truly disappeared.
Its legacy is everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. When you visit a temple like Doi Sutep, you're seeing Lanna architecture. When you hear the soft tones of the local dialect, you're hearing the language of Lanna. When you see thousands of lanterns float into the sky during the Yipeng festival, yep, that's a Lanna tradition. And when you're eating Sayawas sausage, you are tasting a recipe passed down from the kingdom of 1,000,000 rice fields.
So even though the political kingdom of Lanna isn't on the map anymore, its cultural kingdom is alive and kicking. The soul of that name, 1,000,000 rice fields, it lives on in the pride of the northern people, in the beauty they create, and in the warmth of their traditions. The story is still being written on the landscape itself.
So the next time you're in northern Thailand, I want you to look a little closer, listen a little more carefully, and when you see those endless green patties stretching out to the mountains, remember what you're really looking at. It's not just a pretty view, it's the heart of a kingdom. It's the living legacy of 1,000,000 rice fields. The story's all around you, just waiting. So what piece of it are you going to find?